our periodic table lesson, we reviewed or went on a webcast through a periodic table to determine its organization. And we primarily looked at atomic number and how that was influenced as we moved through the periodic table. Also, groups and periods were something I really wanted you to pull out of that lesson, because that's just the basic organization that helps us identify where different elements are and things like that. So 2 questions here on your exit ticket. Number 1, how's the modern periodic table arranged? And if you completed this, actually when you submit, I do think you get to see the correct answers, but I wanted to give a little explanation here if there was one necessary. The modern periodic table is different from the old periodic table, the original one. The original one was organized by atomic mass. And in fact, if you look through the periodic table, let me show you here. This is the periodic table you used in class. If you look through it and you look at the masses, we go from hydrogen 1 to 4 with helium, then about 7, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 19, 20. It does seem to increase, but there are some areas in the periodic table where that doesn't hold true. And I forget where they are right now, but it's down in here somewhere. Things don't quite go as planned. In the modern periodic table, it's a foolproof method to follow the atomic number, which is the number atop the elements. 1, 2, and then we have 3 all the way to 10. Whole numbers, not decimals. 11 through 18, 19 through 36, 37 through 54. And then we run into a situation here where we pull this area out because just the properties are so different, but you can see they are still numbered accordingly. If they did fit there, 55 through 70 and through to 57, then 57 to 71, and we come back and here 72 to 86 and so on. So the modern periodic table organized by atomic number. And then again, paying attention to the difference between the horizontal rows, this row for example, that is labeled with the number 4 versus the vertical columns that are labeled in this interactive periodic table 1 through 18. Now we did talk about in class why you won't always see it numbered 1 through 18, and that it's actually more useful to number them in different ways. But in fact, this question is just asking us about the horizontal rows anyway. Presumably, if you know what the row is called, then you could, process of elimination, figure out what the columns are called. But these horizontal rows, there's only 7 of them. They're always labeled 1 through 7. They are called periods. And this is going to be really important moving forward.